So what's that issue? Well, okay, you may remember when I made the unboxing video that I was very surprised to see a Ethernet cable in there. And I was like, wow, Ethernet, that sounds pretty good. Well, it turns out that the printer has Wi-Fi and has Ethernet. Does not have USB. When I bought this printer, I mean, I expected, like, this is my 5th printer. When I bought this printer, I expected, like the others, that it would have USB to print over a USB cable. Doesn't have that. So that means right away, with only Ethernet and Wi-Fi, that I can't print with Simplify 3D, which is what I prefer to use. So I contacted Qidi Tech Support. They're very interested, and they took my concern seriously and brought it to the product manager or the product engineer, and they wrote back soon afterwards that they were sending an X-Max printer to Simplify 3D to see if they can get it working using their software. So I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're going to somehow enable it to recognize a Wi-Fi or a network printer, or if they're not going to. But it's not a deal breaker. I still think it's an amazing printer, and I love it. And if it weren't for that one issue, I would be Qidi's #1 evangelist, and maybe I am anyway. But I'd be out selling these things door to door for them. But that is an issue for me because, well, like I was telling somebody, when you want to print a page on your paper printer, you don't save the document to a USB stick and carry it over to your printer and plug it in to print. That's pretty inconvenient. Well, that's what I'm doing now with this X-Max printer. I'm printing from Simplify 3D to the USB stick and then printing off the USB stick, which I really don't like. It's working alright, but I really don't like it. Their reasoning was that USB is prone to communications drops, and that the model fails that you're printing. So they said that you can fit any known G-code on a 16 gig USB stick. So so that's how they intended it for it to work. Or apparently using their software, which is a customized version of Makerware, you can connect to the printer using over the network. So I have not tried that yet because I'm not a big fan of Makerware. I much prefer Simplify 3D. So right now I'm printing over the USB stick. I explained to them why I don't like to do that, because if you notice anything while you're printing and you're directly connected with a USB cable, you can just make a modification in the software, you know, slice it again, and then send it back to the printer after you clear off the part that you had started printing. So that's why I like to have a computer that's directly connected. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll decide to put a USB adapter in the new models. That won't help me. I don't know what I'll do. But anyways, that's the deal right now. So that's the issue that I was talking about. Still love the printer. It's amazing, and I'm very glad that I bought it. And that's it for now.